So, Grammy-winning singer Will.I.Am, famously of the Black Eyed Peas. Remember that group was real big 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. Well, in a recent episode of The Diary of a CEO, talked about how proud he is of his male femininity. And yes, you heard it right, not male masculinity, but male femininity. He says, I'm strong with my femininity. And he went on to say, coming of age, I didn't have a man in my life or a father in my life to guide me through that. My mom did that, which probably made me even ultra feminine, which I have no shame of being super feminine. He goes on to say, I remember in the 90s, we didn't have the support in the alphabet community like we do now. So growing up in the 90s, people were like, are you gay? A lot of people would question if I was gay because I was feminine. I'm still feminine. I sit where I sit. I act the way I act. My mannerisms are my mom's. I'm strong with my femininity. I think it's a superpower when you know who you are, when you love who you are, how you vibe. That's what it's about. He says, I like girls. I never was attracted to men. I'm attracted to females, but I'm feminine. So are you calling yourself, just guessing here, are you calling yourself a straight woman that likes chicks, but you happen to have the wrong vessel? Like, what are we talking here, man? Is this another term I gotta learn? I mean, where are we at now, man? What's going on? You know, I'm just being honest. I'm just. I'm just confused at this point, man. Like, what is this about? Like, is there something wrong with being masculine? Is there something wrong with that? What's going on here? Like, I'm not trying to criticize people like him, right? I'm not trying to get on here and push some type of H speech, right? I'm not doing that. But at some point, man, you gotta look at things for what they are. Every time I turn around, you know, it's somebody that's talking about how proud they are that their son is this or their brother is this. I support my transitioning, you know, father and this, that. I'm like, that's all nice and shit, man, but I mean, aren't we still talking about, like, technically 1 or 2% of the population here? So why does it seem like everybody I'm seeing on these platforms, man, you know, on magazines and the movies, what's going on? What is this disconnect here? I mean, look what he did. I mean, gotta be careful. So you gotta toe this line here, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't go but so far. But I don't know, man. And Will.I.Am never. I mean, how old is this dude? 50? 48? Like I've never listened to Will.I.Am and got any impression that he was like dude from goddamn Mannequin and shit. You know what I'm saying? I never, like Hollywood, that's his name. I never got any impression that he was like Hollywood from Mannequin. Like, I'm not understanding this, man. I'm starting to really believe now. What I'm starting to think is that some of these people are being compensated to push certain things. I think they're being compensated to push certain things now. That's the only thing that I can understand. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. You know? Wow. But anyway, and then of course, there's other things that are obvious, but I just don't want to bring out there. You know what I'm saying? Like what he said he was missing growing up, the parental figure that he was missing, and who was trying to replace it, which doesn't work for the most part. A kid like him needs a father figure or needs some type of male role model, because if it doesn't happen, then you're going to start having all these men out here today who keep crying about having problems with women or finding women, and it makes sense because you never were given the skills to deal with women on that level. You never really observed it. All you've observed is your mother and your sisters dealing with dudes. Then, you know, you kind of wonder why some of these dudes a little bit, you know, let me end this video, man.